Hey Warriors, Coach Waldo coming from the dojo with your speed strength for this week. And just a quick reminder that with our virtual dojo system that we're trying to set up here and get going, remember there's a template for a written version of what you're doing today that is posted within your virtual page. So you can always go back to the main headers where there will be like a strength header. So if you click on that, it'll be the strength workouts for upper body, for example, and then strength lower body. Hurricane Tuesday, Hurricane Thursday, speed strength Wednesday, right? And a quick reminder that our speed strength workouts typically are intended to be good recovery workouts. And so today with our workout, we're going to be working on a dojo flow. We're going to be working on some mobility then for that first 20 to 25 minutes, then getting into a plate decathlon today, and finally finishing with an ab finisher. Now, it also wants you to realize that as part of our virtual program, you don't get to maybe hear, the stories as much on a regular basis, but the stories are available on Warrior Tracker. So if you go to your Warrior Tracker, and by the way, if you do not have Warrior Tracker, you should still get a hold of me and make sure that you get your account set up. It's free, it's included with your membership. Within Warrior Tracker, if you click on workout details, you can see the story of the day and the message, which I personally believe is still very, very important. I would encourage you to read them. But also, secondary to that, I would encourage you to be logging your workouts in the Warrior Tracker. So make sure that you're making use of that space to record your challenges and record your daily workouts so that we're tracking your volume and your progress with everything over time. All right? Okay, so today, I want to quick step in one more time and also remind you that, hey, we are focusing on reducing that sugar content in your life. And yesterday, or like Tuesday's workout format, I asked you to think about what is the one thing that you maybe eat that has the most sugar in it. And I gave you the assignment of going and looking up glycemic index of your foods. All you got to do is use the Google machine to do that. And we want to follow up with that today by saying, what did you find? What did you find, and what was that one thing that you decided you need to stop eating? And what I'd like to see you do is share it on our community page. So again, we have our virtual page for the workouts. You're not able to share comments there, but in our community page, what you could do is say, hey, this is what I learned about this, is what I like to eat, but this is why I learned I shouldn't be eating it, if you found something that you should be avoiding, right? So I want you to go ahead and put that in our community page there. Now, today we're going to get started with our dojo flow. I'm super excited to have Justin here, who's one of our newly certified coaches and is working on bringing in, we bumped it, and so he's working on bringing his skills into the dojo here over the next few months. But he's going to help me out today, just like Coach Dorina's been helping me out so far this week. And so we're going to begin with our dojo flow. So Justin, I'm going to have you go ahead and get in position in our shin box. And so notice in his shin box, Justin's doing a great job of tucking his knee inside of his thigh. He's sitting up nice and tall. And then I'm going to have Justin grab your shins for me. Grab your shins and kind of pull yourself in up nice and tall. We're holding here for a 5-second count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to shift your knees to the other side. So Justin's switching through, all right, and he's tucked in again, and then working on lengthening his torso and sitting up really tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's switch back to the other side, Justin. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. Once again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch through to the other side. And great job, holding position. See how he's sitting up really tall right through here, looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go shin box kick through. So we're going to switch to the other side. The back side leg sweeps around, and we kick straight out, trying to hold that leg up. Justin's trying to sit up nice and tall right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switching back to the other side, kicking through, and again his backside leg is coming through and nice and straight right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bringing it back. Switching the knees and coming through again. Now right here, as Justin's sitting up nice and tall, he's thinking about what's he feeling in his abs, what's he feeling in his shoulder blades back here, trying to get up nice and tall. Go ahead and switch one more time to the other side. We've got one more 5 count over here, kicking that leg through. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna come on to all fours into quadruped. 4, frog stretch. So Justin, I'm gonna have you turn toward me. Okay. Now with this one, Justin's working on getting his knees nice and wide. He's got his toes flared to the outside, then he's gonna come down onto his elbows, all right? As he's on his elbows, our first move is gonna be to drive the sit bone back toward the heels. So we're gonna walk it back until I got a stretch. We're gonna hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna walk it out with the elbows. He's bringing the hips forward. Excellent, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And walking it back, driving the sit bones back toward your heels again, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And walking it back forward, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do one more time. Drive those sit bones back and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one coming through and forward and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now we're gonna come up into full quadruped, hands and knees on the ground. And with our next one, we're gonna go to our hip circles, starting with your right leg. Hip circles. So kick straight back, swing that knee out to the outside, and bring it back through. That's 1. We're going for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Now we're going to switch sides, going to his left. Ready, kicking straight back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now turning toward the camera here, Justin, we're going to go with our fire hydrants on the right side first. Now remember, with the fire hydrant, we start off with a good base position here. We want to tuck those abs up. We want to pull your toes toward your knees, so we tuck the toes up. And now he's going to lift with his right leg straight out to the side. Hold for a count of 2 and then come back down. 1 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 2 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 3 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 4 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 5 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 6. I'm getting hungry talking about apples. All right, going to the other side, left, ready, up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 1 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 2, up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 3 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 4 and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 5. 1 more and up. 1 apple, 2 apple, down for 6. All right, so from the kneeling position right here, we're going to have those arms straight out for our scapular circles. So here we're bracing, trying to stay nice and tall. Body alignment from the shoulders, knees to hips, nice and straight. And Justin's going to make a big roll with his shoulders here for 1. We're going to go 10, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Now we're going to bring your right knee forward. And with the left arm, we're going to do our shoulder circle. So this time, left arm reaches straight up to the ceiling. Notice he's got a really nice, big, tall reach right here. He's got his hips locked, so we're not leaning forward a little bit. We're up nice and tall. He's going to open his hand and make a big circle back for 1 and 2. Excellent. 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch sides. So we're going to switch the knees. Excellent. So brace again from the lower abs, from your glutes. Right arm up, open the hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. 5, big tall reach up, and 6. Excellent. Very good. Okay, next we are going to go to our side lying archer. So Justin's going to stack himself up in side lying. Hands are stacked on top of each other. He's in the fetal position here with the lower extremities. And on ready go, he's going to pull his elbow, tucking it into his body, pulling straight back. Go ahead. Let's hold this position for a second, Justin. So he's trying to get his shoulder blades tucked back and under his body as he's stretching back. Then he's going to bring his hand to his chest, and he's going to stack it back up on top of his hands. Now we're going to do 5 more. Here we go. Pulling back and reach for 1. Pulling back and reach for 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Excellent. Let's switch sides. Again, stacking up those hands, fetal position with the lower extremities. And 1. And 2. Tuck those shoulder blades in on each and every rep. And 3. Good work. 4. We're going to go 2 more. 5. And 6. Excellent. All right, Justin, next we're going to go to high plank, facing the camera for pigeon pose. So starting with your right knee, we're going to bring that right knee up in between your hands. So ideally you would have your knee kind of tucked in the middle, and then we're going to lower your upper body down toward the floor the best that you can. You see Justin's able to get down onto his elbows, which is great. Now you may not all be able to do that, but we're holding here for roughly a count of 5. So let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Other knee up and lowering in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the other side. And switch. We're going to go 3 each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 1 more each side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, Justin, I'm going to have you turn to your left so we're sideways facing. And next what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go to our downward dog, upward dog. So we're going to start on the hands and knees, digging the toes into the turf or your carpet or floor. Now Justin is going to lift his sit bones to the ceiling, driving those legs straight. We're getting a nice stretch in the hamstrings and the lower back right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring those hips through now toward the floor. Head up, chest up, forward gaze straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to the sit bones to the sky and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hips through, chest up, forward gaze straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Sit bones up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hips down and through. Forward gaze straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay. Next we're going to go to side lying pretzel. So let's go on either side facing the camera there, Justin. Top hand grabs bottom ankle. And in this position, we want to have this bottom knee kind of float back. So we're going to pull back in a stretch. We're going to grab the top knee with your bottom hand and then roll the shoulder back on top. Woo! Big stretch right there. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna switch to the other side. There we go. Again, top hand, bottom leg. And pull that knee back, then tuck the knee up and over, roll the shoulder back. And hold. 4, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Okay, Justin, now we're going to go back to high plank. We're going for world's greatest stretch.
Oh, yes.
So we start off in the high plank position. Feet together. Abs are tucked in nice and tight. We've got a nice straight body line right here. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot to right hand. Now we're holding that low lunge. Back leg straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And right leg back. Right hand up. Thank you, Justin. Got ahead of myself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, right foot, right hand to right toe. I'll get it. Right hand to right toe, and stand up into hamstring stretch right there. So here we're trying to keep your hand on your toe, straighten the leg the best you can. It may not be straight. You can see Justin's is bent, and that's okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back into your deep lunge. Now we get to bring that leg back, right leg back. Holding, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg forward. Okay, straighten the right leg back, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg or left arm reaches. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand to your left toe. Grab that foot and then straighten your leg the best you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And break. Hey, awesome job, guys. Justin is going to get a drink of water.
Sounds
You
good.
should get a drink of water because
Yes.
water is very important. And we're going to have Justin grab a plate weight, and we're going to go over our options for what you have today with your plate decathlon. Now, just like we've been doing in our previous virtual workouts, remember that we're going to give you a demonstration today. So what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate the movements. You can use a plate weight like we do normally here at the dojo if you happen to have them. You could also mimic the same movements with dumbbells. So what we'll do is we'll go through with the plate weight and demonstrate the movements first, and then we'll go through one more round and we'll actually do the first set of 10 with you with dumbbells. Okay, so the first one we're going to demonstrate the movements, but we won't do all the reps. We're just going to go through all the different movement patterns. And then after that, Justin's going to use dumbbells, and we'll do the first round of 10 of all 10 activities with you. Then I'm going to have you hit pause on your video, hit 3 more rounds of 10, 3 more rounds of 10 with about a 30 to 60 second rest in between. Okay, so Justin, I'm going to have you grab your plate weight, and our first thing is our plate weight squat. So keep in mind, these are done ideally once you get going back to back as fast as you can. And I would say this, that real quickly, that you could scale this up or down. So if you're somebody who's been working with us for a while and you think you want to work a little bit harder, like, hey, take it up to 12 reps, maybe instead of 10. If you're somebody who hasn't been with us in a while and you're just getting back with us, or you're new with us, my suggestion would be maybe cut it down to 8. So take a few reps off. So we can take a little away, we can add a little to kind of scale the workout to make sense for you, okay? All right, so we're gonna go through our movements real quick. So our first one, Justin's holding the plate weight right by his chest. He's dropping into a nice deep squat, keeping his head up, his chest up. So making sure we're not leaning forward too much in our squat and then coming back up. Let's get a couple more of those, Justin. We'll do 2 or 3 of each one. Okay, then we've got our high pull. So we start with the weights down by the waist. Justin pulls up, and we want to hit about a shoulder height level with your elbow. So we're right in here, and once we get up to that position, we want to get those shoulder blades tight. So we're kind of up and back just a little bit with the elbows on your high pull. Number 3 is squat, hold, horizontal press. So he's holding his squat, pressing straight out, pulling back in. Once again, We got 10 reps is recommended. We're going somewhere between 8 and 12, picking the best that's for you. But use the same rep scheme for every movement, okay? Next one is our bicep curl. So again, with dumbbells, we'd be rocking just like this here with dumbbells in your hands, as you'll see when Justin goes through his first round with you. Then we've got our frontal raise. So Justin's holding and lifting straight out to parallel with the floor. So right here, the arms stop at a level position with the floor itself, okay? Awesome. Then we're gonna go forward lunge return. So here, Justin's holding the weight at his chest. If you have dumbbells, you would hold them at your side and then step back. And we're gonna do a total of 8 or 4 on each leg with that one. I'm sorry, total of 10. 10 is the number, unless of course you're scaling down to 8. But the point is you'd split your reps from each leg, or to each leg. All right, then we've got overhead tricep extensions. And once again, notice you can turn to your side, Justin, so he's bending to 90 degrees at the elbow right there. That's really important. So you want to try to get into that deep bend. Whatever weight that you could use 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. If you use 2 dumbbells, hold them together so they're touching as you're doing the movement, all right? Then we go to bent row. Excellent. So Justin, return to your right a little bit real quick. And so from this position, notice he's got a nice flat protected spine right there. So he's thinking butt back, chest out, weight to the heels of his feet, and we're rolling through that. Okay, very good. Then from your bent row, we're going overhead press. A lot of movements, but keep in mind we're gonna go through the first one with you, and you're gonna have a typed version of this that you're probably gonna wanna print out as well. So we're kicking it straight up. There we go. Very good. Notice he's got good full extension, bringing his head through the window on those overhead presses, real nice. Then our last one is the TFW twist, and we're up in the V-sit position, rocking it side to side, okay? And again, we could also be holding a dumbbell for that as well. So what we're gonna do next, if you wanted to, you could pause the button right here, and you could go and you could print out your template, or screenshot it, or you can just write it out on a piece of paper if you want to have a list for yourself. Sometimes with these movements, it's hard to remember all of them because there's a lot of them. So you might want to write them down. So one option would be, as Justin is demonstrating the first full 10, you could write them down and then go through it yourself for 4 rounds, okay? All right, so with our first one, we've got our squats, and Justin is gonna do 10 reps this time of each activity. Feel free to do the first round with him. So if you hit the pause button, you could pause right now, you could make your list and then go back and hit it, okay? These are also on your Warrior Tracker. All right, here we go. So first one is our squat for 10. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going high pulls. High pulls. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squat hold front press. Squat hold front press is next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bicep curl is next. Here we want full extension. Notice he's doing a good job bringing those arms all the way down. So we want to keep moving quickly, but we also want to do things technically correctly first. So do it correctly first. Then we go to front raise after bicep curl, front raise. So we're coming up to parallel with the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Front raise to forward lunge return. Forward lunge return, 5 each leg, or split your reps on either side. So if you're doing 8, it would be 4 and 4. If we're doing 12, it would be 6 and 6. Awesome job, Justin. Looking good. Then we go bent rows after our lunges, working on that butt back, chest out, nice flat spine, tucking those shoulder blades back and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and overhead press for 10. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. And TFW twist with maybe one of your 2 dumbbells held butt end to butt end, back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Woo! Halloo, sir!
Hello, sir.
Nice job, Justin. All right. Hey, fantastic work. And we do have a little core finisher for you yet. What I would encourage is do this, hit the pause button, do 3 to 4 more rounds depending on your fitness level and your energy today. So another 3 to 4 rounds. And then after you've got your 3 to 4 rounds with 30 seconds to a minute of rest in between, come back for our ab finisher. Awesome. All right, guys. So hopefully you've gotten through all 4 or 5 rounds on your workout. And what we have left is to demonstrate your core finisher for you. With this core finisher, you're doing 12 repetitions of each thing, all right? And so we're gonna have Justin help us out on the floor this time with some scissor kicks. So hands are tucked in under your glutes. And what we're doing here is trying to keep your feet fairly close to the ground. And when we're going side to side with your feet, okay? So it's 1, 1, 2, 2 with your movements. We're going for 12. Awesome job. Then we got flutter kicks, which are gonna be straight up and down, similar, okay? And one way to make those harder would be to keep your movements tighter and lower, all right? And then really work on trying to brace through your abdomen, keeping your back supported toward the floor. So we're really trying to pull the pelvis back toward the floor and brace right there with that flutter kick and scissor kick, all right? Our next one is alternating leg V-up, and again, this would be a total of 12 reps, so 6 on each side. Notice how Justin is coming up on his sit bone and trying to get the low back off the ground right here. He's doing a great job trying to reach for those toes. You could also do this with a medicine ball should you want to step it up just a little bit, all right? Our next one is the triangle crunch. Triangle crunch. So triangle, remember, is same side elbow and knee. Justin was lined up perfectly there. And we want to tuck in, and I always think of it as trying to stack the 2 triangles. So we got a triangle at the arm, we got a triangle here at the hip, and we're trying to stack those triangles up. We're going to go 6 on each side, 6 each side. So we'll go ahead and do the other side here real quick, Justin. There we go, tucking in, perfect. Awesome work. And we got side crunch next. So Justin's rolling toward you. We got our side crunch. Let's go 12 each side on the side crunch. So this last one will be the only one that we're doing 12 of each. So you've got kind of coming from the top, scissor kicks, flutter kicks, alternating leg V-ups, triangle crunches and side crunches, and you're doing 12 of each, and we're gonna do 3 rounds. 3 rounds, guys. Justin, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Woo!
Nice job, Warriors. Keep it going.
So, guys, I would encourage you to, as you make use of these videos going forward, make sure maybe you have a notepad and a pen or something like that, so that when we're going through your workouts that you're able to kind of write things down. And I realize maybe that tip's a little late today, but going forward, as we go through this, as we continue to deliver these instructional kinds of videos to you, it might be helpful to have something to write down your list for yourself as we go through each activity. Guys, I'm super proud of you. We're super happy to be serving you during this time, but we also know that your dedication and commitment to being consistent with your workouts is important. So as I shared earlier, in the last couple workouts, guys, if you're one of those people that kind of struggles, with maybe being a little consistent from week to week, know that if you can't get to a park workout or you can't get on a Zoom, It doesn't mean that like you can't do your YouTube stuff. There's always going to be content there. What you need to commit to in your head is a time of day that you are going to get your workout one way or the other. So, hey, if you can get scheduled in, great, and come to the park. If you can get on the Zoom, fantastic. We'd love you to be, part of an interactive experience. But if you can't, then this is our next best thing that you can do, and you can still get a great workout and take it through on your own and do it correctly and so forth. And we're always here to answer questions for you. So any of us coaches are here to help you out. You just shoot us a message, whether it's Justin, myself, Dorina, Karina, Coach Christy, like we're here to help. And so if you run into a roadblock or feel like something with your video isn't working quite right, please let us know. Have a great day, Warriors. Go get it. Get your sweat on.
Warriors.
Have a good one.